You already know what it is. It's your boy Lightwalker X here, back with another video. And you know what they say, if you're an OV hoe, you will reap what you sow. Again, the poor OVOs, the Aubrey Angels, the Court of Owls themselves, they haven't learned their lesson because, as you know, Kendrick's GNX tour, the Grand National Tour, is picking back up. And the first official show that has just went by, a part of this new leg, is the Mexican show date. And it went off without a hitch, sold out crowd, as you can see. They're going crazy. They're turning up. We got aerial views of the stadium with fireworks and pyrotechnics. It's looking amazing. Mexican fans, obviously, you know, Kendrick's fans are Mexican, as SZA said herself, but they were turning up. They were showing how it's supposed to be done. This is how you enjoy a show right here. And it's so amazing to see him take hip hop, like I've always said, hip hop, lyrical hip hop, none of that pop rap stuff, none of that, oh, we just want to appeal to all genres, blending, all that stuff. No, lyrical hip hop across the world. He's performing the deep cuts as well.
Used to bump the Garden 3, held my rolling chain proud, irony, think my hard work like Lil Wayne down, whatever.
As far as I'm concerned, the set list hasn't really changed that much. There's a couple new additions. Like, we have Rich Spirit now on the set list, so that's cool. Luther is a little shortened now because obviously SZA isn't there, but he still does perform it. We also had the opening acts as well. I believe they actually have a Tiny Desk episode, so you should definitely check that out because it's really good. They're going to be opening with Kendrick Lamar for the next few dates, if I'm not mistaken, so that's going to be very cool to see. And it's so nice to have a diverse range of opening acts, and not just in terms of ethnicity, but really just in terms of music. Right now, we already had SZA adding in that R&B pop feel for the first section of the GNX, and now you have these Mexican artists as well. They're going to add that more Spanish music feel, so it's going to give a uniqueness to this leg of the tour. And then you're going to go to, you know, October, November, December, where we're going to be getting Doechii with Schoolboy Q in Australia. And I think that's going to be very cool. So we're going to see a big blend of opening acts when this is all said and done. And I do think there is going to be one more leg of this tour going into 2026. Because Kendrick usually does do an African date somewhere in South Africa, if anything. And he usually does an Asian tour date, which could be anywhere from Korea to Japan and maybe even China, because he's performed in Korea and Japan before. But I don't know if he's performed in China yet. But it really comes down to, you know, what's available and what they're thinking and where the demand is, right? We know Kendrick has performed in those places before, so it's most likely that he's going to go back to one, if not all of those places at some point next year to finish off the tour. Because then he can actually say, yeah, at that point, I've went to every major continent. So I think that would be pretty cool. And given this show that we've seen here, it's just giving us a taste. The stage design is a little different. And that's probably maybe due to the venue that they had chosen. Maybe that they had restrictions in terms of where the staging and stuff could be set up. Or for all we know, this could be the stage design going forward for this section of the tour. Who knows? He may change it up every show. Maybe every other show, he may have something different. But, you know, for the most part, we know that some of the things have stayed the same. And then some of the other things at the stage and stuff have changed and may change going forward. As you can see here, the Grand National Tour is still a success. Another sold out show. The capacity was full, so that's really good to hear. And we never doubted that, right? Obviously, you know, the Aubrey Angels, the OVHOs, they're so salty from Drake losing the beef, and they're going to be salty for the rest of their miserable lives. They're just going to continue to make lies. So every time there's going to be a new Kendrick show or an event, you're going to hear them talk about the ticket sales, not the streaming stats of what Drake is doing, not his recent album success or single success, not his Iceman episode breakdowns, Easter eggs, and all those fun things that they love to do over there, those fake deep dives that they love to do because they never deep dived into any of Drake's music in the past. Yeah, all that. They're not doing none of that. No, they're focusing on Kendrick's music. They're focusing on Kendrick's tour. They're focusing on how many seats he's selling. And if he doesn't sell as much as they deem to be successful, then he isn't successful. They claim it's all bots. They claim it's UMG seat fillers. I've heard it all. And they're not going to stop. And it's just sad because like they keep doing this. And it's like, I literally made a tweet this morning based off of their behavior. And I had said this. I said, you know how miserable you got to be to lie about ticket sales for an artist you don't even like? Delusional mother effers would rather spin a fake narrative instead of letting reality speak for itself. Because if they let it, they got to let go of the lies they convince themselves to believe. And that's literally what it is. Like, I'm not out here going in and saying, yo, Drake, you can't sell tickets. You're struggling. Like, I don't really care that much about Drake's tour or what he's doing or any of these artists, to be honest, to go out of my way and lie. Like, I saw one of these Aubrey Angels say, oh, he still has 20,000 seats left over in the venue. And the venue was pretty much all filled up at that point. It was early in the show, right? The opening acts, I don't even think they came on yet, but they were just still filling in. And if you've been to a GNX concert or a concert in general, you know, people ain't pulling up for real to sit down and stay in their seats until the main act is on. And even then, people are still going to be coming in. We already know what it is, right? People are going to be coming in late. There's traffic. There's a whole bunch of reasons as to why the stadium isn't at max capacity right before the opening act comes on. And when have we seen that? Let's be honest. When have we seen that? It's not the Olympics, bro. Like, we got to stop with this. You know what I mean? It's very pathetic, but then I realized there are a lot of people who love playing the fool. There's a lot of people who have that unfortunate thing of being pathetic being their second nature. And I can't relate to that, right? But they love to exercise their rights online and they want to go out of their way to make themselves look like an idiot. And by all means, continue to do that, right? You guys continue to lie and he will prove you wrong. The lesson we take away from this is don't lie about artists, because if you really want to see our artists fail, you don't have to do anything towards that. But what they want to happen to Kendrick is never going to happen. He will always be successful. He will always sell out tours. He will always have high sales in terms of his albums, his music, and you will always have that respect. Does any of that really matter to us at the end of the day? No, right? But to these people, for whatever reason, maybe they're getting paid by Drake or whoever else to lie, but it looks like they're doing it for free. And I don't really have an answer as to why they're doing that, right? So if you don't like an artist, don't pay attention to what they're doing. And if you really want to go out of your way to lie about what they're doing, or you're trying to make up a narrative, try to make it stick at least, because these aren't sticking, right? You guys are failing. It just looks like you're opening your mouth for no reason. So keep it close. Ferme la bouche. I don't know how to say it in Spanish because this is the Mexican episode, but ferme la bouche. If you know what that means, it means shut your mouth, I think. Yeah. So you guys let me know what you think. The Grand National Tour has continued. It's going off without a hitch, and we got more show dates coming up. So you let me know what you think down below. Did you attend any shows on the Grand National Tour? If you did, let me know below. I attended the 2 Toronto shows, as you guys know. And if I could attend a third, I will. Or I will try my very best, but who knows? You know, this economy sucks. And if you are attending any of the upcoming shows, do let me know that down below as well. I'm curious to know what dates you guys are going to be at. Thank you guys for all the support you've been giving me. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more, and hit that bell for notifications. And stay blessed and stay tuned.
Tell me, I don't want to talk on no celly. You know I got language barriers. There's no accent you can sell me. You're cold and ivory, you know I'm a selfish. The crown is heavy. I pray they ain't my real friends. If not,